welcome back to a brand new episode of Gen Z BTC. It's me, Satoshi Guapamoto, your favorite educator in the Bitcoin space. And today we're going to be going over a little simple demonstration, a little diagram. All right. As you can see, I am the best animator on YouTube. I'm the best artist on YouTube. I am also the best educator on YouTube. And today we're going to be talking about how inflation affects your purchasing power and how the monetary supply affects how much stuff you can buy in a very simple way, right? So total money supply, right? In this example, we have a total money supply of $100 and you have $5 in the system. That means that you have 5% of the monetary network, right? You have a stake of 1/20th of the entire network, the entire purchasing power of the network, right? And what I'm demonstrating with this is that you can buy, this is a grocery cart. I know that you knew that. I know you knew that. Don't pretend like you didn't know that. You can buy a full basket of groceries, right? With just your $5. You know what I mean? You can do so much more. You know what I mean? This is more like 5 cents, 5 cents, with just 1% of your net worth, you're able to get a full thing of groceries, nice and easy. That's easy money. It's no big deal for a big dog like you. You have 5% of the entire network. All right. Just imagine. Now, let's say you've saved your $5. You put it under your mattress like a real genius, right? You put it in a suitcase. You put it in a briefcase. You put it in between the mattress like Mr. Krabs. You put it somewhere and then we go forward into the future. Now we're in the modern era. All right. This is like the 1920s. That's like the 1920s, right? This is 2024. Okay. And now the monetary supply has 5x'd. This number is incorrect, by the way. It's done way more than 5x. Like we literally might be 20x from 1920. Someone do the math. Over the last 100 years, how much have we smoked the dollar? The monetary supply is now $500 in total, but you still only have $5, which means you now have access to 1% of the monetary network, right? Even if you were working at this time, if you weren't working hard enough to beat the rate of inflation, all you did was get poorer. Like all you did was get broker. So you would have had to essentially, 5x your income, if you were to try to still have 5% of the network. But instead, wages typically stay stagnant while inflation and the cost of living continues to rise. Why is that? That's because we're printing money faster than we're paying people. Because companies have one main goal, and that's to stay in business. How do you stay in business? You don't go broke. All right. How do you stop yourself from going broke? Well, you find ways to be more effective, more efficient, and make more profit. One of the ways you make more profit, you charge people more, you make your product worse, and you cut the amount of people you got to hire. And if you do have people that you're working, that are working for you, you don't give them a piece of the profit that you're getting because then your company wouldn't grow as much, right? So you have to constantly be growing as a company. So therefore they're incentivized to do stuff like that leads to systems like this. Right. And I can't put it all on the companies. They're just playing the game that they've been thrown into. Right. The rule makers are the central bankers and the Treasury and the Federal Reserve, stuff like that. They're the ones who are setting the monetary policy. But you end up getting a shopping cart that's not even half full. It's way empty. All right. This is how you lead to more people being above the poverty line. You know what I'm saying? This is how you get more people who are in desperate situations, who are trying to find a way out of the rat race, the little system that they found themselves in. They don't even know how they got there. They were told, oh, well, I was just supposed to go to school and get my degree and then get my job and then everything would be fine. And maybe I'd have a pension or my 401k would take care of me or my social security would take care of me. The older people now who are having a retirement crisis, who are saying, well, I did everything I was supposed to do. I just worked for 50 years. You know what I mean? I worked my tail off. That's what they like to say back in the day. Work off their rear end. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that it was going to be sweet. That it was going to be, Mai Tais on the beach, kicking back, hanging out, enjoying what's left of your life. But that's not the case for a lot of people. And it's going to be the case for almost everyone who is currently in their 20s today. You're smoked, right? Because this is not an accurate demonstration. Okay, these are not true to size. This is literally 20 times worse, not 5 times worse. It might be more than that. That's a low ball. 20 times worse is a low ball. And then 20 years from now, because this is an exponential problem, okay? The growth in the economy, not the growth in the economy, the growth in the debt, the growth in the interest, the growth of the total monetary supply, the growth of liquidity, the growth of M2. M2. Look these things up. You're going to find that we are far surpassing anything we've ever seen before, and there's no way to catch up. Right? Before we were here, we were doing this. It was going up slowly. But now we're at the steep curve where there is no stopping. Like we're like here. You know what I mean? Where we're like, oh man, things are really bad. I don't understand where things are getting so expensive. What's happening? Why are they printing all this money? How do we keep going into more and more debt? This is essentially what's happening, right? We got to keep fighting our forever wars, right? People ask themselves, how are we able to send billions of dollars to Ukraine and to Israel and to all these other countries and not take care of the stuff that we have at home? It's because they just print the money. You know what I mean? Like, I really need this to sink in for you. They're not going somewhere to get the money. Well, they're going to the mint, right? They're going to the Federal Reserve. They're going to the Treasury market, and they're saying, hey, you know what? We're going to need another 50 Bs immediately. And they say, yes, sir. Snap it into existence. Everything's good. Everything's straight. Don't even worry about it, big dog. Go ahead. Go ahead. Fight that war for us. You know, smoke them guys over there for us. You know? And you're the one who fits the bill. You're the one who pays the price. Politician will come on here telling you, oh, well, it's Donald Trump's tax plan, or, oh, it's Joe Biden's Bidenomics, or it's, I don't know. Let's just blame Obama for something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to read. You know? What's actually happening is that your dollars are just getting worthless. Your share in the network is getting smaller, while the 1%, their share in the network gets bigger. The owners of the economy, the owners of the means of production. Now, I say that, I might trigger some of you little boys. This is not some communist manifesto rambling, right? This is just real life. If you don't agree with this, you're coping. This is facts. Don't just trust me. Do some research. This is true. The total global monetary supply is constantly getting bigger, and the individual share of that is constantly getting smaller. Okay, there will be no middle class. You just get squeezed out. You're either a brokey or you're a 1%er. Okay, you might not like that. That might fire you up. That might make you feel like that's not fair. I've worked my whole life. I worked so hard. What is going on here? How do I get out of this? You really only have one option. But if you have any better ideas, then please let me know, because there is no inflating the supply with Bitcoin. You can only become a part of the network and then strengthen and harden the network by supplying energy to that network. Really all there is to it. So this has been essentially why your purchasing power keeps going down, why inflation keeps going up, and why everything seems so crazy and nobody can retire or buy a house or a car or finance or service the debt. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you agree with, what you don't agree with. We'll have a conversation in the comment section about it, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Stack sats or die trying.